I got a full tank of fuel, half a pack of Lanzaprazole. It's dark and I'm wearing sunglasses. In this video we did use 10mm socket, 16mm socket, ratchet with extension, flat blade screwdriver, small flat blade screwdriver, wiper arm puller, a torch, a marker pen and a T20 Torx. Oh yes, and a piece of string. Keep watching to find out what that was for. Do you know? No. John, what kind of motorbike is this?
I don't know, it's got too many wheels.
It's quiet, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, you can look out of that window. God, you can look out of that window.
There's no buffeting or anything. It's fantastic.
I don't like it.
I don't know.
What's that smell? Is it me or you?
Yeah, well, you know, my age.
What's it smell like? What do you think? It smells damp, doesn't it?
Yeah, damp.
It's your floor. Are your feet
God,
wet?
look at that. Ugh. That's horrible.
Yeah,
that's really horrible.
Unfortunately, we got a wet floor, and this car is. She must be obeyed. Second car, she won't give it up, even though she's got a new one. So we're gonna have to fix it. As I understand it, we've got a blocked drain on the car. That is.
I was going to say at my age.
So again, passenger footwell wet, isn't it? And that's been wet for a week. It hasn't dried out at all. Apparently, what happens is the water runs down the screen into these holes here, and underneath there is a drain that lets the water out. But unfortunately, it's probably full of sycamore seeds. So, as I understand, you have to take the wipers off, remove the plastic. What's it called? It's got a name. It's not a cowl. It's got a it's got a name. It's I'll put it on screen, and then it's clean it out, and it should be fine for another 10 years. This car is 10 years old. This will be the culprit. Yeah, a lot of sycamore seeds on it. They're everywhere. Look.
Oh no, I mean it's the same on our cars.
So, after 10 years, so what we've got to do is we've got to get. Oh, you're right. We've got to get into here, remove the water bowl, and then the drain is situated under there. Now, unfortunately, I thought I could push through from underneath, but there's a valve on it, so you can't push it up. So, how hard can it be? Anyway, job number one: remove the window wipers, because without removing them, we can't do anything. What we did yesterday was I took the covers off. They prise off with the screwdriver. Yeah. So these covers were on here, and I found a little screwdriver just underneath, just gently, because they have been on for a long time. It's soft plastic, so they do come off quite easily. Yeah. Put some oil on, you can see. I left it to soak, so I think they might come off. This will. We don't need to take this off completely. We just need to slide it out of the way. Removing the wiper, 16mm. Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? I thought we might need better loose as anything.
They look okay.
10 Newton meters, if that. So, they weren't very tight at all. That'll do. That'll do. Get the oil off. It's not going to do it on oil. Right, so I bought this off Amazon for £8. Will it fit? It's not. Open it up. Going up. That's it, it's going now. And presumably, if I screw that down, we are centred. I'm going to get on it. No sign of any movement.
It's tough, isn't it?
Tell you what, it doesn't want to come. Hey, you wouldn't have done that without one of them.
No,
so
absolutely.
That's essential. Especially if it flies off and hits me in the face. This one doesn't. Yeah, this one was. I could tell it wasn't as tight.
Yeah.
That's it. So they're done. So now, in theory, well, that one's off. Ooh.
Hey.
Was that the right? Rather strangely, it's got a star lock with a lock and an unlock on it, and 2 marks up. So, can I? Ooh. Does that mean it's unlocked, or does that mean it's locked? Okay. So I've unlocked that, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I'm now going to take off this plastic trim so we can see where we are. I'll tell you what, there's an awful lot of
Debris.
sycamore seed. Before we do that, there's a bolt here somewhere. Yeah, look, there's a screw there. I know a lot, that's what holds it in. And it's a star as well. Oh, that might have to come out. That might have to come out. And then it might come off. That's coming out. See, I wouldn't want to be a car mechanic because cars get really crusty, don't they?
I'd like to be a car mechanic on old cars.
It's just a self-tapping screw, that, look at that. Bit crude. Okay, that might. Yeah, there's those there. Yeah, but there is. Presumably you pull that up. It's in 2 pieces, so I've pulled that up, so it might come out now. There you go. So that pulls out. It's a clip, so
yeah,
I lifted that up and then it pulls out. So
Yeah.
that's that side. Let's think of all the Dacia Sandero Stepway owners in the world. They're going to be looking forward to seeing this. Right, here. So you've got to split it. That's it. And it pops. And then you can just pull it out. You're going to flex it to pop that side out. That's just popped out from under there. It'll obviously be much more difficult to put back in. I mean, we could undo those screws and move that trim, but I'd like to minimise the amount of that. Seems to have loosened it. The next issue now is the cap's fine. The next issue is this pipe. Now, I'd like to leave it as much as possible. I'd like not to have to disconnect that. So, just because we need to get in here. Right, you see, there's a bolt there. That comes out, and then we disconnect that. That lifts out, and then we've got access to the drain. So I don't really want to take that any more apart.
Yeah.
This wire now is the next thing. It's got some sort of a connector on it. Okay, so next up, it's actually got a Torx on it as well. Yeah, it's not tight. I think I should have emptied that water bottle.
Yeah.
No, it would have made sense. Would have made sense though, wouldn't it, to reduce, you know, the weight as much as possible. If I was any kind of a car mechanic, I'm just really nervous about dropping this screw, so take our time. Okay, it's like it's got Loctite on it. I mean, how does it come out anyway? Right, so there's a blue thing on the back. Ah, there you go. That slid up. I slid that up. So that was obviously a lock on it. Why would they put it on the back of there? No, again, it's 10 years old. It's not been off, so there you go.
It's going to make it a lot easier.
Of course. Why would you put the catch on the back where you can't get at it? So make it easier if that would fit through there. Okay, I don't want to yank it. There's our drain. It's been a lot easier if I've emptied this water bottle because it's quite heavy. I don't want to pull on the pipe hooks out. Oh, anyway, I can see in there. Right, you see the drain? I can actually see in it. That's enough to clear it. What happens is, see that there's a drain underneath all that garbage. See all that mud? It's baked in. So it fills with water. The trough. You see here, there's an air intake for the heater, and the water comes up to here. Particularly because I park the car nose down, and the water runs down the thing. So I've got to degunge that, and there is another one on the other side, which I believe Can't actually see.
It's going to be harder to get.
The wiper, I think you can get down there. The wiper nose open, but to be honest, that side hasn't been a problem, so I'll try and do something with it. But that's the one that's dirty. So, having accessed it, look, that's your problem. That's why it's not draining. Pure topsoil.
Oh,
could sell that, couldn't we?
I reckon.
Yeah.
Terrible.
The problem is, I don't want it to refill it. Look, I could put my finger through the hole now. Oh, in fact, it's come out, the valve.
The valve.
I'll clean that up.
That's perfect, isn't it?
And, I might just, do you think I should get a hose pipe and just wash it through?
Well,
So here's the valve, full of mud. The water goes out and come back up.
Yeah.
I'm going to rinse it through. Yeah, I'll get in this bit. That's coming out, look.
Is that peeing out all over the bottom?
Yeah. Just video it. You ready?
Go.
Get back of it. That's where it comes out. Let's test the other side.
Go for it. Yep. Pouring out. So that one's okay.
For some reason or other, it always seems to be the passenger side. I
interesting,
don't know
that,
why. So, all that to there is clean. All that compartment. We don't want any of this crap going in, do we? Well, that's just moved. That'll be handy later on then, won't it? Because isn't that where that thing pops in?
That's the trouble with cleaning.
It's like a mud seal. It doesn't look too bad in this part. I thought it'd be sycamore seeds, but it was mud. 10 years of accumulated dirt. So really, the I forgot what they call it. It's got a name.
The plastic.
They call it a cowl in America, but we call it something else. I'll put it on the screen. It has done its job because there wasn't any seeds in there, was there? Well, not until I just wafted them in there now.
Presumably it's the rotten seeds that's caused the problem.
Dust.
It's just rotted down.
There's dust. Oh, there's dust.
Could be dust as well. Yeah.
Don't forget to clean your valve.
You're going to put the valve back?
Well, I better add. Oh, she must be a boat's going to see this.
She can have a look down there.
She will. Yeah, but she'll know we haven't put it back. We just told everybody. She can hear words. She must be obeyed. That's all clean. No dirt in there now. Fit the valve back in. That's back in. It appears to be working. You know, it does make you wonder if you should just leave that out, don't you?
I've got to be honest, I'd have just left it.
It was only dirt, it wasn't leaves, was it? Right, so now we must start the, are we video? So now we must start the reassembly. I really don't think that leaves are the problem. I think it's just accumulation of dirt over let's face it, 10 years. Why does everything have to be so awkward? But you have to put that end in first before you put oh, come on. Right, so that's going to go back. Yeah. I haven't touched any of the pipe work. This is quite tight on there, which is holding it. Look, that's part of the problem. Tighty. That's all that holds that. That is quite tight still, but then hopefully it'll
when it comes over, it'll loosen.
I should just get the vacuum on that. So the one issue we have identified before we go any further is that these clips here which go inside the whip. This side is fine, but the other side pulls out of line, and once the cover's on we won't be able to get at it. So I'm going to put some string through it, pull it through this hole, we think, hopefully just enough to get it in position. So we won't put anything back till we've got that clip in. Yeah, okay. Hold my genius. The only thing is, what direction are we going to be able to pull it in?
Well, it's straight over the top of the yellow thing, so it should be okay.
And then we can undo that and pull it back out, hopefully.
Yeah.
Is that under the clip on that side? No.
Do you want to?
Yeah, put that side in first. I think we should do one side and
That's underneath there now. It needs to be pulled down this way.
Push. All right. We may still end up having to undo this.
Something not quite right here.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's not right. There you go. That's gone in. It slides down.
Something not quite right there.
All right, it slides down.
No. It's
there's
cobbled up
a clip here. Look.
Yeah.
So that needs to lift.
Oop, that's better. Done.
If necessary, I can undo that and do that anyway. So, yeah, look, we've got that. That's working. Look.
Yeah, that's fine.
That will work. So, first thing we're going to do is put that clip in using our advanced string technology. So, do this together. If you pull the string, I'll locate the clip. Just gently. Do it. It won't come out. It's in. Right, now you take the string out.
Yeah.
I'll take the
I've
string.
only got one hand.
That comes out. Yeah, I didn't have any thinner string, unfortunately, but
might be worthwhile trimming it. Oh, okay, sorry.
Ta-da! Thank you. Round of applause, thank you. Right, let's get the other clip in. What's the bend that the other clips move? Nope, it hasn't. 2 clips. Got the right tools, might as well use it. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we're home and dry? Tighten that.
Can't be far right.
Close the lock.
I'll tell you.
Right, I bet you have to push that down. It's a strange thing, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, it doesn't feel like it does anything to me, to be honest. I mean, I wonder what it's clipping onto.
Gently.
I hate things like that. You know this channel's called Quadracycle, don't you? Not Bodjakara.
Dacia.
Dacia. I think Dacia will sponsor the channel now.
Maybe they'll send you a new car.
They can just send me is it a CF Moto 450 MT, please? Which is the best bike out there at the moment.
Now
Which I reckon was designed by KTM as the 490 and they gave up on it. See this line here? Are you not looking? The line there?
Yeah.
Right. Because I haven't washed it, that's the mark of my genius. You know why?
It was careful.
Because that's where the window wipers go back.
Where they are, yeah.
With the dirt. Using 2 methods. One is the mark that's probably disappeared off here. And the dirt mark on there. So, remember, these weren't overly tight. That back on. You don't really need to be very tight because once it's tightened up. That's it. Do you reckon?
Try it.
Looks about right to me. I don't know. You know, I really don't think they're going to need to be very tight. They weren't.
No,
they really weren't
be.
very tight because it sits on a ratchet
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
Not a ratchet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, splines.
Okay. Right. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I did take some photographs. We've clipped that back in. Clips all the plastic clips back in. We've got this located through that hole. The water bottle's back in. Right.
There's water in it.
As you suggested, we shall now
try it.
Test the washers. What's your...
Okay.
So that was the pile of crap that was blocking the valve, and it's actually mud and a few seeds. It's not. I thought it'd be sycamore seeds because we've got so many around here, but they can't get through that grill. The grill does work, doesn't it? One and two.
Go on, I'm going to start.
It's the final test. It's the final test down. Oh yeah, and the other side, because it's pouring down the other side. We have drainage. You can see how much water would fill up in the car when it's raining, because you know when you're at torrential rain, it runs down that route.
Yeah.
Look, I'll show you.
And the position seems to be dead right, by the way of the thing.
Lined it up on the dirt. What else would you do? So, on that note, what are we saying?
I think we're out. We're out in the open anyway.
Out without any carers. I hope that is water in there from the rain and not from somebody else. We better dry it out. So just see, it's been wet for a week. It's still soaking wet. Look.